In today's video, we're going to look at 1 month of dividend payments in my stocks and shares ISA. And this was for January. We're going to see how many stocks paid me, how much they paid me, whether it is more than last year, and how we're actually doing for the year in the ISA. Welcome to Destination Wealth. So we're going to look at my stocks and shares ISA with Interactive Investor. Now I hold stocks in the ISA because all gains are tax-free, and rather than having a kind of pot of money for emergency funds, instead I just put it all in this ISA and invest it. I can get it if I need to, I can sell the stock, but at least it's making decent gains. So in January, we're going to have a look at which stocks paid me. Was it a decent month? How many paid me? Am I going to hold on to them? Let's check it out. At the end of January, my ISA stood at £78,783, which was down slightly from the end of December. So the first company that I got a payment from in the ISA was not actually a company, it was a fund. And it's the S&P 500 VUSA. Now VUSA is actually the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. London-based listed exchange-traded fund, basically, that tracks the performance of the 500 largest US companies, many of which you can see here, pays a dividend, and it's a distributing fund. So a distributing fund basically means that when it pays out a dividend, it actually pays the dividend directly to you as cash. So you can then reinvest it in the same fund, or you can invest it somewhere else if you'd want to. Now VUSA in January paid me £16.15. The next stock that paid me a dividend in January was a UK listed company called Liontrust Asset Management. Liontrust Asset Management is a British fund management company. It was founded in 1994, so it's been around a while, and it focuses on active management through 7 distinct investment teams that follow quite rigorous, repeatable processes. Got a pretty good reputation. They've had a tough time over the last couple of years with some outflows, which is people withdrawing their money rather than investing, generally due to macroeconomic uncertainties mainly, and the fact there's been really high interest rates. So people have been aiming more at fixed income assets rather than investing in stocks and shares. It's got a variety of asset classes like equities, sustainable investments, multi-assets, portfolios, fixed. They've got some fixed income and bond strategies and specialist trusts. And in January, Liontrust paid me £74.06, so a nice payment from them. The next company that paid me in the ISA was Gore Energy Storage Fund. I own these in the SIP as well, actually, as I do Liontrust. I own Liontrust in the SIP as well, but I don't own VUSA in the SIP. But Gore Energy Storage Fund. Now, what they are is they're one of the first, or they are the first UK listed investment trust dedicated utility scale energy storage. So what they kind of do is they store excess energy produced by solar farms, wind farms, and then sell it back to the grid. They launched in May 2018, and they've got battery storage facilities across the UK, Ireland, North America, and Western Europe, and they're pushing more into North America. In January, Gore Energy Storage Fund paid me £15.14. Now, before we go any further, just like to say none of this is investment advice at all. It's just my personal portfolio, what I invest in. If you're going to do stocks and shares investing in individual stocks, please do your own research, seek out a financial advisor. You need to do a lot of research if you're going to invest in stocks and shares individually. You need to know how to read a balance sheet, all that sort of thing. If you don't want to do that, then things like VUSA or an ETF that focuses on the FTSE 100 or FTSE 350, that's your best bet, because then you're spread diversified over many companies. For example, VUSA, you're spread across 500 of the United States' biggest companies, so pretty diversified. It'll basically follow what the whole of the United States market is doing. So if they're having a bad time, then the ETF will go down, obviously. But over time, long periods of time, it will generally keep going up. There'll be dips, but it will keep going up. Anyway, back to the stocks that paid me. The next one of my all-time favorites in the ISA, which again I also own in the SIP, was Games Workshop. Games Workshop, the world's largest manufacturer of tabletop war games and miniature models, best known for Warhammer 40,000 and Warhammer Age of Sigmar franchises. They were founded the year after I was born, 1975, based in Nottingham, and they've got huge intellectual property. Over 570 Warhammer stores, and they really look after their staff as well. They pay superb dividends. They've got a huge economic moat. Now, if you ever study Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, they always bang on about companies with economic moats. Bit like Apple, bit like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, companies like that. Companies where their intellectual property is so strong, it's very hard for other companies to penetrate that or make a dent in it. Warhammer's one of those, on a much smaller scale than those others I've just mentioned, but still, huge economic moat. They're signing a deal with Amazon, where Amazon will have the rights to produce movies for Warhammer, which is quite exciting. Henry Cavill's noted to be interested in this. He's a huge Warhammer miniature fan. That'll just boost them to the wider audience and just make them even more popular. So Games Workshop in January in the ISA paid me £62 exactly. Now, before we move on to the last one, I'd just like to say what I do with all this. Each time I get this money in, this dividend in, I've got it set up with the ISA, with Interactive Investor, under what's called a DRIP plan, Dividend Reinvestment Plan. So what they do is I instruct them, I only need to instruct them once to do this, I instruct them to reinvest those dividends straight back into the company that paid them to me. So like that £62 that Games Workshop paid me, a few weeks later, they'll just buy £62 worth of Games Workshop stock. As long as the stock price, the actual stock price, is less than £62. If it's not, it builds up until there's enough in there to buy one share. That just helps that portfolio snowball and grow and grow. Moving on to the last stock that paid me in the ISA, and that was Ecora Resources. So they were called Ecora Resources. They're now called Ecora Royalties. They changed it this year, actually, January 2026. And the reason for that is to reflect more of its core business model, which is mining royalties. So what Ecora do is they invest money in mining companies. They fund mining companies, basically. And then in turn, for the funding, they get a royalty when that mining company mines in the area that they've invested money into. So sometimes it could be a mine that's still in the exploration stage. It could be a producing mine. They've got a mixture of all of them. Now, they used to be very heavily involved in coal, and they're moving away, they're transitioning away from that sort of fossil fuel mining to more electric battery metals and things like that. So they really focus on things like copper, cobalt, nickel, vanadium, uranium, and some steel making coal still. And they pay pretty good dividends. Now, this month wasn't a fantastic one. January wasn't a fantastic one. It wasn't bad though. £19 and 95 pence I got from Ecora. So overall, for the whole of January in the ISA, I received £187 and 30 pence. Again, a great amount. All of this was reinvested straight back into each of those stocks that paid me. Now, let me know in the notes down below, in the comments below, whether you own any of these stocks, whether there's any that you own that pay you good dividends. Do you have any individual stocks? Do you have funds? Do you have any royalty companies, anything like that? Anything that really makes a big impact into your portfolio, let me know. So what we're going to look at now is this little chart as to how we performed compared to 2024 and 2025. So you can see here, 2026, 187.30. We're down on 2025, which was 343.42, and also down on 2024, which was 239.24. So not as good as the last 2 years, but sometimes that's because these companies pay dividends in different months. It doesn't always fall into the same month every year. And I'm hoping that a lot of that will fall into February. We may get some special dividends. Games Workshop, people like that do pay special dividends fairly regularly. So sometimes that can drop into a different month. But we are down so far. Now, we've only got 1 month in, and we're looking at 187.30 for the whole year so far, just because we've got that 1 month. But I'm confident that we'll have a good year again. We got some good dividends. I'm recording this at early March, so I've got February to bring to you as well, and I know I get some good dividends in February. But so far, 187.30 for the ISA, all reinvested. And what I do in the ISA is I pay in every month, roughly about £500 a month, straight into the ISA. And then when I've got a bit of a build up of a couple of £1,000 and one of the stocks looks tempting to buy more of, I'll buy more. If it's down, but I'm still confident in it, like Games Workshop had a little bit of a dip lately, and I reinvested back into that a bit more money in the SIP that was. I generally just keep reinvesting back into the stocks that I've already got. Sometimes I'll buy something new, but I'll do a lot of research. Now, if you like this video, but you'd like to see exactly how much I made in one whole year, which was the whole of 2025, check this one out next.